Hi, I'm Phoebe Calvert, Deputy Editor of Whisky magazine.
And I'm Anita Izasi, Director of the World Drinks Awards.
Welcome to the Whisky Magazine Awards Rest of World presentation, where we'll be revealing our regional 2022 winners.
We'll begin with the icons of whisky before moving on to our World Whiskies Awards Round 1 category winners. The winners we announce tonight will then go head-to-head at the Whisky Magazine Awards final in London on the 24th of March to see who will be crowned the global winners.
Don't forget to like and subscribe on whichever platform you're watching today. And without further ado, it's time to reveal our winners. Thank you for joining us today as we begin our award celebrations by announcing the Icons of Whisky Rest of World regional winners. Watching the way the industry has tackled yet another uncertain 12 months has proven its resilience and fortitude and bodes very well as we continue on into 2022. The Icons of Whisky is the Whisky Magazine Awards opportunity to celebrate the people, places and products that have proven to be the best of the best in the industry this year. Whether they're craft distilleries or conglomerates, this is their moment to stand side by side and be celebrated for the tireless work demonstrated day in, day out. Although we may be presenting the awards virtually again this year, it is still wonderful to join together in this moment to congratulate our winners. And we'll begin with our online retailer of the year, which is sponsored by the Glenturret.
Established in 1763 in Crieff, Highland Perthshire, the Glenturret is recognised as Scotland's oldest working distillery. With more than 250 years of whisky-making heritage, the Glenturret's range of 6 exclusive malts are bonded by their true scarcity and exceptional quality. Handcrafted by the highly respected whisky maker Bob Dalgarno and presented in a beautiful bottle designed by Lalique, every bottle has been guided by the Glenturret Trinity: provenance, prowess and passion. 3 touchstones that underpin everything that the Glenturret is. The Trinity combines their extraordinary provenance of people, place and spirit with their traditional prowess in handcrafted whisky making and an enduring passion for bringing whisky lovers' moments to treasure. Reflecting their tradition of exceptional quality, the Trinity ensures that the Glenturret continues to create moments to treasure in spirit and glass. The light and subtle triple wood welcomes whisky lovers into the Glenturret range. Next comes the sweet and smoky flavours of the 10-year-old peat smoke, before the richness and complexity of the 12-year-old. For those seeking a more venerably aged dram, there is an elegant mastery of the 15 years old. And, most indulgent of all, the extremely scarce 25 and 30-year-old expressions.
Founded in 2018 by veteran technology consultants Oliver Maruda and Chris Ross, this winner was set up to make buying whisky online easy, personal and social. It boasts an engaged community of 20,000 plus whisky lovers, or members, who can utilise a suite of virtual tools and experiences to help them learn about, try, rate and buy their next whiskies. The platform even uses artificial intelligence technology to map members' taste preferences and identifies available products most suited to their tastes. And the winner is the Whisky List. Now for our Visitor Attraction Manager of the Year. The manager of the Sullivan's Cove Bottle Shop and Tasting Room, the Cellar Door, this winner is dedicated to sharing her passion for Sullivan's Cove. She took up her role in 2018, and in her time at the distillery, she has vastly improved the processes, operations and offerings of the Cellar Door. Despite the challenges of 2021, under her leadership, none of the team members at the Cellar Door lost a single hour of work due to COVID-19 lockdowns. And the winner is Ali Banner, Sullivan's Cove Distillery. We now have the World Whisky Brand Ambassador of the Year. And the highly commended is Tal Shatina, Milk and Honey Distillery. An especially well-travelled brand ambassador, this winner's sound cross-cultural communication skills and understanding of different cultures makes her an excellent whisky educator. She regards it as her mission to share Kavalan's unique story and exceptional whiskies with consumers and importers in every corner of the world, hosting in-person tastings, media events, masterclasses, social media live streams, and more. And the winner is Sandra Tsai, Kavalan Distillery. Next, our Distillery Manager of the Year, which is sponsored by Larkfire.
Enjoying water with whisky has been part of Scottish heritage since the invention of the drink itself. Too often, though, hard minerals or tap waters are added which can easily spoil this subtle and complex drink. As whisky drinkers, the founders of Larkfire wanted to find the purest, softest water that is untainted by minerals. Thus began the 2-year search that led them across the length and breadth of Scotland. And, after consulting master blenders, chemicals and geologists, they came to the Isle of Lewis. A place that's hard to get to, but worth the effort. Lewis is made up of some of the oldest rock in the world, Lewisian gneiss. Importantly, this rock is metamorphic and insoluble, making the water very soft. Now, in partnership with the Stornoway Trust, every can of Larkfire water is sourced from the island, and a percentage of every sale goes back to the community. Adding Larkfire water to whisky amplifies its characteristics within the nose and on the palate, softening the ethanol alcohol notes and creating a luxurious, softer, and longer mouthfeel.
This winner started in the Australian wine industry before moving to Tasmania. After falling in love with Tasmanian whisky, she was quickly hired as a junior distiller at Sullivan's Cove. Now, as a distillery manager, personifying the second generation of Tasmanian distilling, Heather has been one of the driving forces behind the recent success of the distillery. She has spent the last year securing relationships with suppliers, improving the distillery's barrel regime, and training the team to future-proof production quality. And the winner is Heather Tillett, Sullivan's Cove Distillery. Now for the Master Distiller or Master Blender of the Year, which is sponsored by Whisky Auctioneer.
Hello, I'm Joe Wilson, Head Curator and Spirit Specialist at Whisky Auctioneer, and we're delighted to be sponsors of this year's Icons of Whisky Awards. Whisky Auctioneer was founded in 2013 with the desire to create a marketplace where great whiskies were accessible to anyone with an internet connection. Today, Whisky Auctioneer is the global leader for buying and selling whisky on the secondary market. Our monthly auctions feature thousands of old, rare and collectible whiskies, and our passion and expertise for the spirit has led to world record hammer prices each month. On top of our monthly auctions, we work on identifying emerging trends within the market and reflect these in a variety of standalone auctions each year. We've had the privilege to build industry partnerships with some incredible individuals and companies, providing our global community with exclusive opportunities and unique educational content. Since our first auction back in 2013, we've also supported and raised awareness for a range of organisations and individuals that help those in need, raising over £1 million for charitable causes through our auctions. Our global community of over 100,000 whisky enthusiasts across 125 countries together make Whisky Auctioneer one of the best places online for whisky lovers, collectors and connoisseurs to learn more about the spirit, and acquire both new and old whiskies for their cabinets or collection.
And the highly commended is Toma Goran of Milk and Honey Distillery. Born into a family of winemakers, this winner joined the distillery in 2015, taking on the role as Master Distiller in 2016. Last year, he and his team launched a patented individual malt producing process, separately milling, mashing, fermenting, distilling, and maturing each malt in its 6-malt mash bill. The process allows the team to tailor every step of the production process, yeast selection, cask type, and maturation conditions to each specific malt. The winner is Dave Withers, Archie Rose Distilling Co. And now for the Campaign Innovator of the Year, which is sponsored by Berlin Packaging.
Hi everyone, I'm David MacDonald, Sales Manager at Berlin Packaging UK. I am delighted that we are proud sponsors of the Icons of Whisky and World Whiskies Award for 2022. Berlin Packaging UK, previously Bruni Urban, is the UK arm of Berlin Packaging, the world's largest hybrid packaging supplier. Founded in 1951, we are an ever-evolving company that brings together the best elements of manufacturing, distribution and income-boosting services. Our company also has a design division, Studio 111, utilising a team that delivers world-class expertise to yield extraordinary results on bespoke products and industry-leading technical support. We understand the difficulties that brand owners experience in maximising the efficiency of their supply chain whilst maintaining the flexibility and agility to allow them to seize new opportunities as they arise. With a wide range of services, including fully bespoke glass, embossing, decoration and custom closures, we can support you from concept to commercialisation. If you are ready to embark on a journey with Berlin Packaging, get in touch today. Many thanks and have a great evening.
The first fully licensed commercial distillery on the island of Tasmania since the ban of 1839. This winner was founded in 1992. The team has made significant strides in the on and off-trade markets recently, entering new territory with a successful gifting campaign for Father's Day in 2021, before launching its Whisky Bar series. A collaboration between Lark and Australia's best whisky bars, the series comprises co-branded single cask whiskies, hand-selected by bar owners and bartenders. And the winner is Lark Distilling Co. Now for the Communicator of the Year, which is sponsored by McLaren Packaging.
Established in 1979 as an independent supplier of corrugated cases to the whisky industry, McLaren Packaging is a family-run company, one that supplies a large range of customers from small, independent operators through to large multinational organisations. Employing more than 210 people and operating across 5 sites in central Scotland, McLaren specialise in the design and manufacture of premium, paper-based packaging for the spirits industry, and apply over 40 years of expertise across a wide range of paper substrates to meet their customers' requirements and deliver added value for their brands and products. From high-quality flexographic printing to award-winning shaped composite tubes and rigid boxes, McLaren Packaging leads on innovation, quality and service.
This winner is a whisky writer, musician, author, spirits competition judge and international tastings host. Writing professionally about whisky since 2015, he is a senior contributor for Forbes.com, writing about spirits. He also regularly writes for Whisky Magazine, Unfiltered Magazine, thewhiskeywash.com, and many other platforms. In 2018, he co-founded the Rhythm and Booze Project, a duo fusing live music and whisky through gigs, tasting events, and multimedia. And he published his first book, London Cocktails, in 2020. And the winner is Felipe Schreberg. Now for the PR Agency of the Year. This winner is a UK and international trade and consumer communications specialist agency with over 50 years' experience in the drinks industry. Its client roster has included some of the biggest names in whisky, including Chivas Regal, Jameson, Redbreast, Jura, and the Dalmore. A standout campaign last year was the launch of Middleton Very Rare's highly collectible annual vintage, which generated a wealth of coverage and praise across international media, laying the PR foundations for next year's release. And the winner is Richmond and Towers Communications. Next, we move on to the visitor attraction of the year. The highly commended is Starward Distillery. Having started as a local business striving to find its footing on the global stage, this winner is a staunch promoter and nurturer of local artists and Taiwanese talent, intent on giving back to the community in which it began. Throughout the past 12 months, the distillery has held a number of visitor exhibitions and concerts focused on the art and music conveying the natural beauty of Taiwan. And the winner is Cavalan Distillery. Next, our Brand Innovator of the Year, which is sponsored by Westrock.
Hi, my name's James Clark, Vice President Global Beverage Sales here at Westrock. We're a leading provider of sustainable packaging solutions to spirits brand owners worldwide, and we're proud to sponsor the Icons of Whisky Award. Please watch this short video detailing more about our capabilities.
Westrock has enjoyed a long partnership with the spirits industry, developing award-winning packaging solutions to enhance the appeal of the world's leading brands. With extensive global resources, industry-specific design expertise, and impressive local capabilities, they are perfectly placed to deliver a unique combination of packaging products. Cartons, labels, tubes, and rigid boxes are tailored to the customer's individual requirements and feature innovative and luxurious finishing processes. Importantly too, Westrock is committed to help you meet your sustainability goals without compromising your packaging's functional performance. Clever constructional designs that require no fitments, linerless cartons, and paper-based tubes are just a few of the single material pack formats. They also offer sustainable, plastic-free and reduced plastic content alternatives to film laminates and metallic foils, without reducing shelf impact.
Established in 2014, this winner is Israel's first whiskey distillery. It's currently running several maturation projects throughout Israel. Whiskey maturation in the Dead Sea became a flagship project for them, with the distillery launching its Apex Dead Sea edition in autumn 2021. And the winner is Milk and Honey Distillery. Now for our Sustainable Distillery of the Year. The highly commended is Sullivan's Cove Distillery. Regarding its local climate as being vital to the way it produces spirits, this winner recently received a climate neutral certification from the Australian government's Climate Active initiative. The certification, the most credible carbon neutral certification in the country, is achieved through rigorous testing and processes based on international standards and sustainable practices to ensure a genuine emissions reduction. To this end, the distillery has eliminated plastic packaging, recycles heat during production, and is investing in carbon offsetting projects. And the winner is Lark Distillery. Now we move on to our Craft Producer of the Year. The birthplace of Tasmanian whiskey, this winner is an independently owned craft distillery located in the port city of Hobart. Demand for its whiskey far outstrips the distillery's extremely limited annual supply. Prioritising liquid quality above all else, it focuses on what it calls intentional inefficiencies, which include having no set aging schedule, regularly tasting each and every barrel in the bond to find peak maturity, extensive settling periods, no chill filtering, and exceptionally slow dilution. And the winner is Sullivan's Cove Distillery. And finally, it's time to reveal our Distiller of the Year, which is sponsored by Glencairn Crystal.
Glencairn Crystal are a leading manufacturer of bespoke crystal and glass, and for over 3 decades this family business has gained an international reputation for fine crystal and glassware. Based in Scotland, the company has been built on a commitment to personal service and quality marksmanship, and is perhaps best known by its customers for their world-famous Glencairn whisky glass. In the industry, however, they are known as leading global experts in packaging for super premium spirits and have been supplying the whisky industry with creative, premium, quality glassware for over 30 years. Proud to work with great whisky companies and their brands, the Glencairn team's unique knowledge of the crystal glassware industry means that they can answer the most challenging of questions and tackle the most complex of tasks with ease.
The highly commended is Lark Distillery. The internationally lauded distillery, owned by the King Carr Group, produced its first bottle of whisky in 2008. Last year, it launched its Artist Series, a new range of expressions that aims to highlight the art of whisky while supporting the work of the King Carr Cultural and Educational Foundation. The team partnered with internationally renowned Taiwanese painter Paul Chiang, who produced the label artwork for the series. And it's clear that this distillery prioritizes excellence, both on the outside and in the contents of their bottles. And the winner is Cavalan Distillery. Congratulations to all our winners and highly commended.
Welcome to the World Whiskies Awards category winners for our Rest of World regions. Today we will be presenting all Round 1 category winners, with the exception of our American winners, which were announced on the 8th of February, and the Scotch winners announced last December in Edinburgh. Category winners are those products that are the best in their region, category and age range, all of which then have the chance to become the best in their category and country. Those successful then compete for the title World's Best. The winners of both these rounds will be announced on the 24th of March. Tastings for all have been held remotely, involving over 100 judges across the globe to find out who the best are. So big thank you to all our judges who took the time to join us and taste all these amazing products. Special thanks as well to our regional teams in Canada, chaired by Blair Phillips, and our Japanese team. So let's find out who our Round 1 category winners are. And we start with our flavored whiskies. Here we have one from Canada, it's SAP 56 maple flavored whiskey. Next we have our corn whiskey category. One winner here, from Canada, in the 13 to 20 years age range, JP Weisers, 18 years old. Now for our pot still whiskies.
Hi, I'm Andy Smith, Country Manager of UPS Ireland, and we're proud to be sponsors of the category for the world's best pot still. We at UPS are in the business of facilitating global trade, with a long-term sustainability focus at the forefront. Today, for any whisky business, the customer base is the world, and it's important that the world stays connected. We put specific focus on the industry's specific needs and its trends. Our whisky companies here in Ireland and those around the world now say that e-commerce is a must-have part of their business, and they're all looking for faster and safer delivery options that make them more competitive. They trust UPS as a reliable partner that is always listening and looking ahead to help them grow. Providing a comprehensive portfolio of tailored services to alcohol businesses is a big part of the UPS role. We constantly develop new solutions to meet high standards, like our dedicated spirits packaging, to ensure safe delivery and a unique unboxing experience. UPS let our whisky customers do what they do best, crafting that unique taste, knowing that we will take care of the rest.
Our category winners, all from the note age statement range, are from Canada, Macaloni's Killy Triple Distilled Pot Still Whiskey, and from Ireland we have Teeling Whiskey Wonders of Wood Single Pot Still Whiskey. Next we have a grain whiskey category. Which is sponsored by Larkfire.
Enjoying water with whisky has been part of Scottish heritage since the invention of the drink itself. Too often, though, hard minerals or tap waters are added which can easily spoil this subtle and complex drink. As whisky drinkers, the founders of Larkfire wanted to find the purest, softest water that is untainted by minerals. Thus began the 2-year search that led them across the length and breadth of Scotland. And, after consulting master blenders, chemicals and geologists, they came to the Isle of Lewis. A place that's hard to get to, but worth the effort. Lewis is made up of some of the oldest rock in the world, Lewisian gneiss. Importantly, this rock is metamorphic and insoluble, making the water very soft. Now, in partnership with the Stornoway Trust, every can of Larkfire water is sourced from the island, and a percentage of every sale goes back to the community. Adding Larkfire water to whisky amplifies its characteristics within the nose and on the palate, softening the ethanol alcohol notes and creating a luxurious, softer and longer mouthfeel.
In our 12 years and under range we have, from Australia, 78 Degrees Muscat Finished Whiskey, from Canada, Bareface Canadian Whiskey, elementally aged triple oak, from Ireland, Glendalough Distillery, double barrel Irish whiskey. Our winner in our 13 to 20 years age range, again one from Ireland, which is Roe & Co. Cask Strength. And the last range is for our no age statement winners. From Japan we have Nika Coffee Grain Whiskey. From Ireland, the Whistler Mosaic Masala Cask. And from South Africa we have Bain's Cape Mountain Single Grain Whiskey. Now for our single cask, single grain category, which is new for this year. We have one winner here, which is from Australia in the 12 years and under category, Whippersnapper Australian Wheat Whiskey. Next up are our rye whiskies. Our winners in this category are, for 12 years and younger range, from Australia, Archie Rose Distilling Company, Rye Malt Whiskey. From England, Adnams Rye Whiskey. For 13 to 20 years range, from Canada, Lot 40, 18 years old cask strength. And finally, our no age statement winners from Australia, Backwoods Distilling, number 4 Cabernet Expression, Our Canada winner is Crown Royal Northern Harvest Rye, and from Denmark, Stauning Danish Whiskey Rye Winter Edition. And now we move on to our blended limited release category. The winners in this category are, starting with the 21 years and over range, from Canada, Pike Creek 22 years old Pedro Jimenez cask finish. For no age statement winner, again from Canada, Mr. Sam Tribute Whiskey, and from Japan, Ishiro's Malt and Grain Limited Edition 2022. Moving on to our Canadian blended category. As the name suggests, one for our Canadian entries only. The winners here are 12 years and under goes to Canadian Club Classic 12. In the 13 to 20 years age range, we've got JP Weiser's Red Letter Distillery Edition. In the 21 years and over range, Canadian Club Chronicles 44, Old Issue number 4, and with our no age statement, Crown Royal Noble Winter Wheat. Now for our blended malts. Here are our winners. For the 12 years and under range, from Australia, Heartwood, none of the above, and from Japan, Shinobu, 10 years old, Pure Malt Whiskey Misunada Oak. Our no age statement winners are from Australia, Lark Distillery Symphony number 1, from France, Alfred Trudeau Heritage, from Germany, Slur's Malt Whiskey, from Japan, Yamazakura Blended Malt Asaka, and from Ireland, the Whistler, the Good, the Bad and the Smoky, and our final winner from Spain, Beacon Vetted Malt. And this brings us to the blended whiskey category. For 12 years and younger, the winners are from Australia, Tasmanian Independent Bottlers The Blend, from Ireland, Egan's Conviction 10 years old, and from South Africa, Three Ships 9 years old cask finish. For no age statement winners, from Japan, Akeshi Blended Whiskey Shoshu, and from Ireland, Dunwell's Three Crowns Peated Irish Whiskey. Next, our new make and young spirits category.
Hi, I'm Karen Somerville, co-founder of Angel Share Glass. We are glass manufacturers who are based in Scotland, manufacturing quality glassware for the whisky industry. We are delighted to be sponsoring the World Whisky Awards, and we hope you have an enjoyable evening. Thank you.
In the heart of central Scotland is Angel Share Glass. Founded by father and daughter, master craftsman and glassblower Tom Young and daughter Karen, make beautiful glassware. Over 65 years of Scottish glassmaking heritage has led them to design innovative Scottish products. The legend of the Angel Share is a long-told story of angels coming down to take a small amount of whisky from the casks before bottling. Designs include the Whisky Angel, a truly unique product which locks the spirit away forever. Every product is unique, each one handmade and hand decorated. from award-winning water droppers to the wonderful Angel Share Spirits glass. These inherently Scottish ideas make gifting a real personal affair. This family business strives for quality of craftsmanship and supply many of the most well-known distilleries and visitor centres here in Scotland and around the world. Glass blowing is a skill taught over many years. Angel Share Glass is lucky to have the best glass blowers in Flamework, producing these designs from our studio in Stirling. A passion for Scotch whisky and glass are married together to produce pure excellence.
The winners for our new make spirits are, from Canada, Macaloni's Seaweed Peated Karadak, from Japan, Yamasakuda Newport Osaka Peated, from Ireland, Pierce New Make Pot Still, and from Sweden, High Coast New Make Peated. And for young spirits, those are from Canada, Divine Distillery, Ancient Grains Quarter Cask, and from Ireland, Blackwater Distillery, 1953 Heritage Pot Still Young Spirit. Now we're moving into the single malts, starting with a new category this year, small batch single malt. The winners for 12 years and under are, from Australia, Old Kempton Distillery, the Old Staples, from Belgium, Wild Weasel Sherry Cask, from Germany, St. Killian Ambassador Choice No. 3, from the Netherlands, Dahomey Dutch Whisky Single Estate, and from Ireland, Clonakilty Distillery O'Hara's Cask Finish Special Limited Edition. For no age statement winners, these are from Australia, Launceston Distillery Peated Release 1723, from Canada, Glensannish Single Malt Whisky, from Israel, Milk and Honey Apex Dead Sea, from Japan, Single Malt Nagahama Sherry Cask Batch 0208, and from Sweden, Uppsala Distillery Haga Single Malt. Next, our single cask, single malt category. The winners in this category for the 12 years and under range are, from Australia, Hillwood Sherry Peated, from Canada, Eau Claire Distillery Cask No. 10, from Denmark, Thai Whisky Distillery Edition Cask No. 69, from Germany, the Westphalian Cask 32, from Japan, Mars Komagatake 2014 Single Cask No. 1841, from New Zealand, the Cardrona Growing Wings Old Forester Ex-Bourbon Cask No. 275, from Sweden, High Coast Distillery Exclusive Batch 5, and from Taiwan, Omar Cask Strength Virgin Oak 1150482. Also in our single cask, single malt category, this time for our 13 to 20 years range. From Australia, Sullivan's Cove American Oak Old and Rare 0609. From Ireland, The Irishman 17 years old. The next award is for the single cask, single malt, no age statement. Our winners are, from Australia, Woodwater PX Honey Cask, from Canada, Macaloni's Invermally Portuguese Richard Red Wine Barrique, from China, Daiking Single Malt Chinese Whisky, Single Sherry Butt, From Japan, Yamasakura Single Cask Whiskey Asaka. From Ireland, Connemara Original. From Sweden, High Coast Small Batch 19. And from Taiwan, Kavalan Solist Oloroso Sherry Single Cask Strength. Now we move on to our final category for the single malt whiskies.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jim Rankin, Commercial Director at Rankin Brothers & Sons. We grow cork and manufacture stoppers and closures for the beers, wines and spirits sectors. We are delighted to continue our support of the whisky category by returning to sponsor the world's best single malt. We wish every success to all who took part in the World Whiskies Awards. Since 1774, 6 generations of the Rankin family have passionately supported the beers, wines and spirits sectors through the development, manufacture and supply of quality cork stoppers and closures. Protecting and adding value to brands worldwide, we understand that they seek more than just an effective functional seal. They desire an aesthetically pleasing closure of great value and quality that resonates well with their brand aspirations. As corkwood grows, we also understand how our choice of materials can impact the planet. That's why we offer sustainable and environmentally positive materials without compromise to optimal closure performance. Powering our manufacturing sites with green, renewable energies, we are always investing and innovating to ensure that the closures we supply protect your brand and the environment long into the future.
Beginning with the 12 years and under range, here are our winners. From Australia, Hallier's Road Distillery, original 12 years old. From Belgium, Villiers, 10 years old. From England, the English Whisky Company, 11 years old. From Finland, Terranpelli, 10 years old. From France, Armorique Whisky, Breton Single Malt. From Germany, St. Killian, Signature Edition 4. From Ireland, Knappok Castle, 12 years old. From Slovenia, Broken Bones Whisky. From South Africa, 3 Ships, 11 years old Shiraz cask finish. From Sweden, High Coast, the first 10 years. From Switzerland, Santis Malt Edition Alpstein, number 17. And from Taiwan, Omar Cask Strength IPA cask. The 13 to 20 years age range winners are from Australia, Hallier's Road Distillery. From the Netherlands, Millstone Petro Jimenez. From Ireland, Teeling Whisky Brabazon Series 4. Now for our 21 years and over range. Here we have one winner. From Ireland, we've got Teeling Whisky, 30 years old, single malt. And last but not least, we have our single malt whiskey winners in the no age statement range. The winners are from Australia, Hobart Whisky, Tawny Port Cask Matured. From Belgium, Guten Carolus, Blaswaldbrück. From Canada, Macaloni's Glenloy. From Denmark, Stauning Danish Whisky. From England, the Lakes Distillery, the Whisky Makers Reserve number 4. From France, Le Breuil Finiton, Sherry Oloroso. From Germany, Bud Spencer, The Legend. From India, Indri Tierney. From Israel, Milk and Honey, Classic Single Malt Whisky. From Japan, Kanosuke Single Malt Distillery Exclusive. From Ireland, the Craft Whisky Irish Whisky Company, The Devil's Keep. From Sweden, High Coast Alba. And from Taiwan, Kavalan podium. Congratulations to all our winners. Again, all of our winners now announced have the chance to be crowned their country's best, and if successful, the world's best. Best of luck to all.
Our Hall of Fame award is once again sponsored by Amarim Top Series.
At Amarim Top Series, we are specialized in designing, engineering, and manufacturing closures and bottle dressing elements for spirits. In order to cover the needs and demands of our customers, we divided our product portfolio in 4 different segments: Classic Value, Premium, Elegance, and Prestige. In the Classic Value segment, we have wooden and polymer tops. Here, cork is a differentiator element. The Premium segment uses the same materials, but we add a personalization to the top. This could be stamping, embossing, debossing, engraving, laser etching, or fire branding. The Elegance series offers distinctive solutions developed by our design department. We use noble materials such as ceramics, glass, exotic wood, or metal with the same types of personalization we just saw. Prestige is our top-end segment. Each product is a masterpiece. Using deluxe materials, each item is tailor-made according to the client's needs. We can use crystal, precious metals, exotic timbers, and all kinds of rare materials. In this segment, we can apply all our expertise in materials, design, and finishing techniques to create true pieces of jewelry.
We will be revealing our newest inductees next month at the Whisky Magazine Awards Global Final on the 24th of March, and we look forward to celebrating with them in due course.
We'd like to congratulate all our winners and highly commended, and thank all our sponsors. We'd also like to thank Gyro & Gimbal Cocktail Bar for their generous use of their space.
Now these regional winners from Ireland, Scotland, America, and the rest of world awards will go head-to-head to be crowned the world's best whiskies and icons of whisky in London at the Whisky Magazine Awards final. Keep an eye on our Facebook and Twitter pages for news of the winners. And congratulations.
To all.
Cheers.